Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Hearts of Iron 4, where we are going to be continuing with Tsar Wrangel the Great, also known as Wrangel the Fourth, no, Peter the Fourth, of the Russian Empire, as we established right at the end of yesterday's stream. So what has happened since? Well, we fought off the Russian Civil War, we beat the Soviets, in a pretty convincing way actually. And then we fought the Japanese and are, in fact, continuing to fight the Japanese. We still have numerous troops over here fighting on that front. Those are Finns. Why are the Finns involved here? Not at war with them, are we? Nope. Let's have to double check that. Then we got involved with the Alash Order and Turkestan Khanate. That mute button really has it in for me today. We fought off the Turkestan Khanate. No, we didn't. Yes, we did. We fought off the Turkestan Khanate and annexed the other guy. Alash Order turned to us asking for assistance. We helped them against Turkestan Khanate, annexed them both. That's how we got all of this territory. It's also how we recovered out of the minus 1,000 political power that we sat at one point. Then Mongolia refused to give us their Siberian holdings, so we fought against them as well and took them out with the assistance of Qing and the National Protection Alliance. So each of us divided the land between us, and that is why I still have troops over here. And now finally we are fighting against Japan in greater numbers, and that's what I've just started to do. So you guys are in that theatre now, and probably... I think I'm going to send Malgin over there, because this is going to be very much a light, what's it called, soft attack war, because there's going to be lots and lots of infantry involved. So Wrangel, I'm going to reduce your lines down to that. I'm going to make your lines come over to here. I'm going to make your line go up to that river. And Malgin, you're responsible for that. Now, why are you saying that you've already got orders? Because you have that bit. No, you don't! You are just responsible for that. Okay, everyone should get moving. You are also in that front, and then you are now free to back off and stop costing me supplies. So I think we're going to stick you over here on the Finnish front, because I still don't trust them. Especially now I know they're supporting the Japanese. I mean, that's just double bad. So that's you done. You are now with them. And then Warbird, you're moving to the Don Kuban Union front. Alright, where are the supplies right now? Because they should be there. Not there. Alright, off you go. The fate of Mongolia. With the rebellious state of Mongolia finally crushed by the glorious Russian army, the time has come to decide its fate. Shall we reincorporate it once more into our motherland, or shall we preserve Mongolian independence under our supervision? No, this is going to be a take over everything game. What does it matter if I have a claim on Mongolia? We'll integrate them. Fate of northwestern China. With the northwestern China finally under our control, the time has come to decide its fate. We could restore Zibai, so we can get Xiangqing, also known as Urgistan. We can get the independent Huijing Republic, which is the Marklik. We can integrate Xiangqing and create the Huijin Republic. Or we can continue the military occupation. Tuvan question. The Tuvan people are Turks who live next to the Mongols, and they have played an important function in Sternberg's empire. Now that Sternberg is out of the picture, the Tuvans are demanding freedom. Shall we grant this wish to greatly weaken the Mongols? No. This is all part of Russia, obviously. Russian Railroad. We now have control over the Trans-Siberian Railroad. The way to the east now lies open, and Russian honour is restored, plus 300 political power. That just paid for everything. Alright, first thing is first, I want to start... Oh, I still can't do it, because I have to be at peace. Damn it! Right, well, the other thing I can do is we're already on war economy. We could go to free trade. for even more factory output. Research time, construction speed and all that. We are doing a lot of construction at the moment. So I think free trade would make sense. How are we doing in terms of actual goods? Yeah, we have loads. So let's go free trade for a time. Get that extra construction up and running. Alright, off we go. Good stuff, good stuff. How is the cold treating me? Not good. Woke up with it even worse this morning, well, this afternoon. Not having fun with it. I'm still struggling with a really, really sore throat, which had more or less gone yesterday. So I do wonder if I slightly overdid it with the 9 hours of streaming. Maybe. So what I'll probably do today is take a 2-hour break between the two streams. I also want to try and get something to eat. Also, I burnt my sodding mulled wine yesterday. I was really ticked off about that. I went downstairs, left the cooker on, left it mulling, came upstairs, got really involved with sorting out my Patreon and Twitch subscriber lists because I'd got really behind in updating them. Stench of smoke coming from downstairs, and I've melted the ladle into the mulled wine, and all the mulled wine's evaporated. Like, don't do that. Don't leave cookers unattended. It's bad, alright? Alright. Though we established a new spiritual administration of the Muslims in Central Asia, it is still controlled mainly by the same priests who had been playing a significant role in Central Asia since the civil war to the annexation. Of course, we still have to change the situation here, but it will take us a lot of time. Ooh, construction 4. And concentrated industry. Marvellous. So let's get the assembly lines. And those are not 41. Not too bothered by those, nor those. We could upgrade the artillery. We do have some. We're still doing the doctrine. We can't get any of those yet. Nor those. And these are basically finished. How are we actually looking with resources? Alright, it is getting a bit low now. So what I might actually start doing is resource extraction. Just churn our way through those. Huzzah! Buchan, thank you very much for the subscription. Did you hear that Kaiserreich is going to be a paid mod? Apparently leaks on 4chan confirmed it. And you believe everything you read on 4chan? Really? Not sure I believe that one. Thanks, Twitch Prime. Yeah, so if anyone else has Twitch Prime and you want to throw me a couple of dollars, that'd be awesome. Bearing in mind that Twitch Prime is... If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch subscription, which you can give to any streamer. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but we do get paid. So it's actually a really good system. Thanks, Amazon. Oh, the Japanese are trying to break through here. Oh, you know what I've forgotten to do? I've forgotten to give these guys orders. So they are not building up our magnificent planning bonus. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have you going to here. Wrangel, I'm going to reduce your line a little bit to there. And then Malgin, your line is going to be to there. Wait, why weren't you moving already? I feel like you hadn't been moving. Oh, that's just frustrating. Excited for the next Kaiserreich update? Yeah, absolutely. I'll look at it later. You need to... won't you? Oh, you are loading. Good. And then you. And then you. You're already there. Click on you. Right, and we're back. Oh, we got a cutoff. Huzzah. Right, so with you... I accept... No, that's fine, actually. So if this line makes it back to here... then I'll just leave some units to garrison that area. How are we doing with supply, by the way? We are fine, actually. Oh, no. We have a bit of a cut-off here. So let's get that built up. Like so. And we do have a lot of construction going on simultaneously. We are also taking a fair bit of damage, but that should get repaired, so that's fine. Do I have a favourite Russian path to go down? It's the one I'm going down right now. All about Tsar Wrangel. All about him. So it's this far right one. And they seem to have increased the amount of like immersion stuff going on since the last time I played as Russia, which is pretty awesome. Fall of Beijing. After days of high-intensity fighting in the capital suburbs, Fentiang troops finally scaled the walls of the outer city. So they did. So Fentiang seems to actually be pushing Qing back. How many troops has Qing got? Because that surprises me. Yeah, I was going to say. Qing has a lot of troops. An awful lot of troops. I'd actually kind of prefer if Qing didn't win, because then I can take it all. Am I excited for the Persia and Arabia trees? Persia especially. Persia is probably... Them and Sardinia will be ones I'll probably... That I am looking forward to the most. Interbranch operation. Excellent. Let's get another 10% breakthrough. That would actually be really handy. Excellent. How are we doing on the other fronts? In fact, France is still alive. Despite having lost Paris... Oh, they lost Paris to the French Republic. I thought it was going to be Germany and Middle Europa that took it, but it wasn't. Or Middle Africa, even. Meanwhile, the push for Berlin continues, but I think France is being pushed back. This is actually kind of a hilarious war right now. It's one big mess, but they still have tons of troops. Lots of manpower, too, although they are on adult serve now. You have plenty. You're on service by requirement. Yeah, everyone's armies are going to be just ridiculously big. How have you got no divisions? France? No, France, stop! So basically Canada is doing all of the work, is how I'm... Oh. Oh, it's the CSA. I was thinking, hang on. Is Canada at war with the US? No, they're not. It's the CSA still clinging to life. Canada's got a fair amount of manpower with that. Oh, civilian factories. Back over here. I think we're just going to continue building military. Build stuff in those two. And then, honestly, we need to just continue building up our infrastructure. With you. Should probably build a bit further back as well. Just in case. And let's drop you two to the bottom. Where are the Urals? The Urals are over there. So, let's go and build those two up. Is there a lot of factory? No, there's almost no factory stuff there. Alright, never mind. Let's not build those up. That's actually a really bad idea. Although, just in front of the Urals, and those two, has loads of factory space. So let's build those two up. Uffa and Orenburg. Can I show you the infantry division template? It is nothing special. It is just the default. Because I have been struggling with infantry equipment deficits throughout the entire game. Although that is down from minus 70,000 during like the hottest fighting against Japan. My industry is finally starting to recover now in war in... Oh, what's it called? War economy. Have I worked on nukes at all? No. Except I think I have the atomic... Oh, I'm still researching it. It's still only 1941. It's early. You better back off. Yep, you are. Now, they are throwing a lot of troops at me at the moment. Youth Organisation provides another 10,000 volunteers. Marvellous. So they have now lost way more troops than I have, which is good. Because the way I'm going to win this is just by bleeding them of manpower, especially Japan. Japan's not going to be bled anytime soon, though. Yikes. Fentiang might actually run out earlier. And Transoma, I'm pretty sure, is already on, like, 0. Yeah. They're on 0 with scraping the barrel. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Transoma is screwed. Right. Are you guys prepared? In fact, I'm going to stop you. This attack can continue. I want to get up loads and loads of planning preparation, because that's kind of what we do. And then we can launch a massive invasion of our own. Did Algostasia need a bit of ching? I don't think they... Oh, they may have eaten that bit. Yeah, they may well have eaten those two. So, who's that? Fentiang has done an... Oh, that will be Japanese naval invasions. Of course it will. And have I finished my heavy fighters yet? No. 16 days, then I can finally spend some of this saved up experience. And I've had tons and tons of army experience throughout the entire time. I just haven't had the equipment to actually do anything with it. And it looks like they are trying to push us pretty hard at the moment. Oh, but they're going all out. Look at the organisation uses. Why are there not more troops down here? Oh, because you were trying to move into position. I see. Well, the further that Fentiang pushes into me, actually the better it is for me. Have we? We've almost taken this. How many troops do I have assigned to that? Far, far too many. Right, let's select all of you. Then I'm going to select all of you to go there, except for that many who stay here. Go. Because clearly this front line down here is struggling a little bit. So let's just send you some reinforcements. Have I checked out the Transambatria before? I have. I really want to play with them at some point. They look really interesting. I'm going to increase the number of heavy fighters I'm producing. Then I think it is finally time to start getting support equipment and motorized. So that I can start getting the field hospitals and tricklebacks. And maybe even changing my unit templates. Although I think we're actually deficit going up or down. It must be going down. I have 2 full sets of infantry equipment on the go. Also, you need to drop off. You need to drop off. There we go. But like I said, we are industrializing extremely rapidly at this point. How many factories do I even have? 104. Marvellous. And there it is. New heavy fighters. So let's upgrade you with maximum range, maximum engine, and reliability. I'm going to do... range is still really important. We're going to go with that. That's fine. So we're going to replace you with the Mark 1s. And I want a full line of each of those. Honestly, the ships are the least important. Okay, good. Let's at least start producing some. Let's go to 3 and 3, and then go from there. Alright, good. 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 And then better fighters too, sure. Right. Where are my aircraft right now? You are still flying from there. That is a very near airbase. Where's the airbase I was using over here? Oh, it's there. That used to be like behind the lines on their side. Alright, so we have actually been pushing down here, which is very good to see. I want that airbase, and I want that airbase. So, you guys are going to be pushing into there. Not very successfully, though. Right. So, you... should really be flying over there, I think. That airbase could do with being expanded. In fact, both of these probably could. Let's see what we can do about that. Or we could just build some nearer to the front. Like here. Let's do that. And stick you right at the top. Get that done. Off you go. Transformer is based on luck unless you want to cheat by tag switching and forcing Russia to -1,000 political power. Russia will go to a -1,000 anyway. Believe me, I did. If Russian Civil War doesn't start, it's kind of boring too. The Russian Civil War was actually a bit more fun than I was expecting. It was still relatively easy, but it was good fun. Oh wow, they are hemorrhaging troops right now. That's gone up rather substantially since I last checked. Blimey. I mean, so have my own losses, don't get me wrong. And yes, we are decreasing the deficit. We have a surplus of artillery. Interesting. So all of these guys will actually be at full strength once they have the infantry equipment. That's why I was slightly hesitant about putting these over here, because I didn't think they would ever be. Interesting. How are your guys doing? You're actually struggling the most. Malgin would have the easiest time doing a push. But Malgin, I really need you to get into position. Have I heard of the new 2017 modern day mod, Hearts of Iron? Have they toned down how nukes work? Because if they haven't, then I'm not that interested. Like, I'd like the nukes to be like they are in Supreme Ruler, where if you use them, the rest of the world will declare war on you. Rather than, oh, I happen to be at war with Luxembourg, let's go nuke them. I really, really dislike the way that nukes work in that Millennium Dawn. It's the main reason I just never play it myself. Is that one whole... That's an empty province. Why are we leaving an empty province for them to take? Guys! Go and take it. In fact, there's another one. Guys! And here. Oh, except you're being blocked. Fair enough. Yeah, Qing are getting stomped right now. Look at that. That is a rapid advance. The Japanese are coming back with a vengeance at the moment. Oh, I'm losing convoys. Not many. And Princely Federation are doing exactly what I assumed they would do against the Dominion. I can't believe that France is completely out of divisions. Not even manpower, divisions. How? How does that even work? This is the AI on, like, maximum advantages. Union of Britain's actually almost pushed these guys out. Impressive. And Canada's almost taken out the Dutch. If the Dutch fall, what happens to this land? In fact, it's already fallen. Because they have no core territory left. Hey, Bar, I'm good. Except for the cold. Which is why you might see me wincing every now and then. I was like, oh, I really shouldn't have spoken so loudly. No, still don't want national focus. They've lost 800,000 now. That's going up so quickly. I'm actually kind of nervously watching my own manpower at the moment. Fentiang have got plenty, but they are inextensive. You have tons. You're still unlimited. How has Japan got so much? Are you getting something that increases your manpower or something? Oh, they went democratic. Yeah, democratic is really strong. No manpower boosts. They just seem to have an awful lot of it. Infantry equipment, it would be these guys, wouldn't it? Do any of you increase manpower? Nope. Light tank production. Destroyers and submarines. Oh, GG. Oh, okay, you've got both of the navals. Platinian War. So that is Brazil and Argentina fighting. Alright, I am starting to really lose transports now. So I should probably change who I am dealing with. Where else has lots of production output potential? That one does. Let's upgrade you as well. Drop you to the bottom. And honestly, both of those two. Not you. You wouldn't be bad. Let's just get this whole little region connected. How are we doing in terms of supply? We should still be fine. No, we're still struggling. Right there. And right there. Right, let's get those infrastructures done first. But we should be building infrastructure like really quickly because we have loads of bonuses to that. Plus 30 from the military infrastructure, plus 5 from construction brigades. In fact, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. We have a 100% bonus to infrastructure construction. So we build it at double the rate. Nice. And I can get another political power thing. Might well need to do the manpower. Go to limited. Admittedly, we are only on volunteer only. Alright, we'll go to limited. No real downside to doing that. That did not give me as much as I thought it would. I guess it's only 1% more. Damn it. The post-it notes keep falling down. It's my notes from my D&D campaign. Japan may have focuses to core Korea, Port Arthur and Taiwan, so that might explain some of the extra manpower. Some of it, sure, but that's a lot of extra manpower. Like 4 million. And that's after taking losses. Yeah, they're unlimited. They're same as me. Air Force, how are we looking? Right, so we've taken control of both of those air spaces. We still have a couple of heavy fighters to go. And have we built any more air bases? If we have, I'm not seeing them. Did that stop? Because we had air-based production at the very, very top. Have we just been building them in their province? Is that what's been happening here? Oh, that would be really frustrating. Meanwhile, how... What? No. Oh. Oh. This is a bugged area. I was like, don't stop attacking. We haven't finished here. Keep going, people. Keep going. Unfortunately, this seems to be one of the areas where you can't build a front line. It just doesn't exist. There are definitely a few bugs with the new lake system. I mean, there aren't even any lakes here. I'm kind of surprised that's bugged. Alright, so we have atomic research, which means we will tech up extremely quickly now. I think it's time to get some of the companies going. Because I suspect, yes, that we are starting to fulfill these. We're actually blooming ahead in terms of our artillery output. So I rather think that I can probably upgrade some of these guys to being fire support. Oh yeah, we can probably even do all of them. In fact, yes we can. Make it so. Also, shouldn't you be with the Reds? Pretty sure you should. That's a unit of cavalry that's just... I completely missed. You go and guard St. Petersburg. And then one of your guys can go and join Maljan, who will also require upgrading. And there we go. 10,000 deficit. And we are still making an artillery surplus. So I might start adding some more of the artillery units elsewhere. In fact, with that, what I think I'm going to do is add an additional line of infantry and make this my core template.